Have I been getting sleep or not? Oh, that was a dream. I just had a dream that I created a hydrogen-powered toilet. That's so stupid and silly. Let's get back to it. All right, let's see. Hydrogen-powered engine. What do we have here? Looks like the electric engine is here. And then power electronics. Okay, batteries. Sure, that makes sense. So it's going to power the batteries. And then we have H2, as we drew last week, H2 and H2O, water. So it releases water, H2, hydrogen, 2 molecules, and O2. O2, so oxygen and hydrogen. And then I don't know what that is. We'll figure that out. And the result is H2O. So remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to use the hydrogen engine that we're going to build to power, to power the pump and to send the water into the tank itself. And so that's the tank. This is the seat cover. That's the seat. This is another version of the seat cover and seat, and that is the toilet base, or what do you call it? Let's see, over here, parts of toilet. Let's see, there we go, here's a schematic. I love schematics. Life is like a schematic of what we don't know yet. It's the toilet bowl. I should have known that. That is the bowl. That is the seat cover. Wow. Okay, so inside the tank, we'll have to think about that too. What goes inside the tank? Well, our job in this episode is to complete the toilet itself. Not complete what goes in the toilet. That's up to you. You have your own discretion for creating your own content that goes inside the bowl. I don't like calling it a bowl because I use the word bowl for food. I don't need the word bowl to be reflective of what I'm using to deposit what is the result of my own plumbing that ends up in the toilet bowl. So I don't want to go from bowl to bowl. I want to go from bowl to repository. What's another word for bowl? Let's see. Another word for bowl, toilet bowl, bowl. Bowl, bowl, not bowel, bowl. Basin dish, tureen, ooh, tureen. That sounds like a Victorian era name for a duchess. Tureen, hitherforth, come hither and show us the blossoming person that you are to become in your soliloquy about the fjords that you visited last month in Finland. Wow, that just went on a tangent. Tureen, how many offspring are you opting for, Tureen? I'm hoping for 17 or 18. Why does she sound Cockney? I don't know. Tureen has a long nose and voluptuous lips. Remember, Tureen is Victorian era. Tureen. Oh yes, Tureen. Tureen wears a bowl on her head. Tureen. Tureen is not only Victorian era, she is neo-Victorian because she is also a hippie. Oh, Tureen. Okay, can we please get back to what we were doing? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Here we go. So we need to look at our rough again. So let's turn off. We don't need this one here. In fact, let's just get rid of that layer. And then let's go to our draft layers. What we're dealing with. Whew. Wow, we've got a lot here. Now remember, this is the hydrogen engine where we have the H2 and the oxygen and the two hydrogen atoms. Can I speak today? And that will result in water out. Water vapor, water out. And that water out must go into it must be pulled in, sucked in, or with a pump or something like that, which is also powered by the hydrogen fuel cell and the hydrogen engine, I guess, into the mechanisms. Those are the gears and the cogs and the pulleys and the steampunk type functionalities that make the toilet seat go up and down. So that water needs to come here into the tank. So we want to concentrate primarily on the mechanisms and then work our way backward to the hydrogen engine. So again, this is the hydrogen engine. And then this is the mechanisms. So we're going to turn off the hydrogen engine and we're going to go straight to the mechanisms. So that's the primary goal right now, is to make the seat go up and down. How do we do that? We can either pull it up using some kind of like a jib or something like that. So the jib would come up like a fishing pole, if you will. We'll pull it up. We could have it on the side, and that would require leverage for it to be able to go up and down. It would still need something to pull it up and down, either push or pull up and down, or we can have it from below, pushing it up and then letting it slide down using air pressure, like some of the toilets do, where, like my toilets, the ones that go, it's like they kind of turn into a upper class Britishman as they go down. Yes, of course, my toilets are very, very smooth. Very smooth indeed, like it's a good American cognac. No, whiskey. It's a great American whiskey. Yes. Great American whiskey. And have you met my daughter, Tureen? Okay. She's fetching, you know. My daughter, Tureen. Very fetching. Great. Well, let's see. What would be most efficient? If we have it pulling it up, it could still come down on its own using gravity. That requires less energy, which means less output by the hydrogen engine, and it could reserve all the power to flush the water using a pump into the tank. It needs some kind of a pump. In order to push it up, it would require some kind of right? And then this would have to be pivoting as well. So this could turn this way or this way. This can go back and forth. And this can turn this way or this way. So it would need to push it up. That would require some kind of an oil-based or water-based. It's the tube that goes into the thing. This is the thing I'm talking about. What do you call that thing? Oh boy. What do you call the piston-like thing on the door closing device? I am so basic. Yes. I'm so basic. No, of course. It's called the, come on, it's called the door closer? Gosh. God, I mean, I might as well just call this thing the toilet seat closer. Come on. No, pneumatic door, pneumatic. As opposed to the old-matic. Oh boy. Slamming too hard. The door piston. Pneumatic door closer. Air-powered door closer. So this is the pneumatic. No, there must be another word for it. There must be another word. Hydraulic closer. Yeah, but it also opens. It closes and opens. It pushes it and pulls. Some of them push. Some of them pull. All right, so we have latching speed, sweep, and back check. Back check. That sounds like something a football coach would say to a player who's not paying attention. Paul, did you back check? Hydraulic, pneumatic, piston. Piston? So we need something to push it up, pull it up, or from the side, moving it up and down, which requires more energy. So let's do pull up. And do you know why? It is because what might happen down here, it might get dirty, you know? Because if that teenager boy who's over, shouldn't be over, and forgets to lower the seat after using the toilet as a urinal, is probably also the kind of person who would pee on the toilet seat, you know, and then not clean it up. I mean, you know, most guys who go to public bathrooms, so you have the urinal here, and you've got like a urinal cake over here. And then you've got the flush, the flush lever here, and then you have like the pipe coming down here with the water, and then of course it goes out somewhere over here. So here's the urinal. All right, so if you're a guy, you would know this. If you're a gal, you can imagine that the area in which the result of your going to the bathroom, the peeing, is supposed to end up somewhere here in the urinal. And then it gets flushed down here and it goes out, right? Why is it that guys will use this whole area here as the potential target? That I don't know. I don't know why it's so difficult to not aim, considering that the male part has the ability to be aimed using your hand or hand is, and your own, not someone else's, your own, because someone else's may be like, hey, let's have a party. And that's what it looks like often. You know, it's just, that's why I just don't understand. So we're gonna have it pull from the top. That's what we're gonna do. So eliminate the concept of having it push from the bottom or from the side. It's gonna come from the top. And it's gonna come from the top in a way that is not obstructive to you sitting down. See, because if it comes from the bottom, if it's right next to the toilet, like let's say, for example, this is the toilet from the front, and here's the seat. Now, if it's from the bottom and it's pushing up, pushing the seat up and lowering it down, then your feet, that's your foot, will be right in the way. So we don't, so silly feet. That's not a good job of feet. Come on, Teja. There you go. You don't want your foot right on top of it. So we're going to have it come from above, but from above, let's draw that again. If we have the seat like this, like a regular toilet bowl, gives you enough room for your feet. And if it comes from the top, okay, yeah, we have that problem there, because if you're sitting like this, it can't come from the top because you're sitting on top of it. So we can't have it coming from the top, obviously, duh. I'm glad I looked at this, because you would literally be sitting on top of it, so it wouldn't be able to do that unless it was all the way out here. Oops. If it was all the way out to the side and then pulled it up and down, when you get off the toilet, that's not peeing, by the way. Peeing is usually the official pee arc is drawn with a dotted line. It's like when you're driving on the highway, just be reminded that it's a really good chance that someone's peeing in the car while they're driving, because it tells them to. The double yellow line is the one that you never cross, because you know what that means. All right. Well, either way, if it's down here and it's opening it, down here and it's opening it this way, or if it's over here operating, it's still gonna get a little dirty. You know what I mean? You have to clean that, because, you know, use a black light. Go to your friend's house, go to your best friend's house, bring a black light. Go in the evening when it's dark, or close the curtains to the bathroom window. Turn the lights off, turn on your black light, and you will see how good of a friend you have, because a good friend would clean the toilet area. A friend who just wants you to be there because you're bringing pizza, there's a good chance that that black light's gonna reveal a lot of things about your friend, Anyway, that's what I do. I bring a black light everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. If I'm backstage and they got a green room, black light. That's right. If I go to my therapist's office and I have to go to the bathroom, bring a black light. There's a lot. You know where you don't want to bring a black light? Is when you go to your doggy daycare center, because dogs are really good at doing this, or at least puppies are. Puppy daycare. That's this is the result of puppy daycare. Sometimes it's this plus this. You know what I'm saying? It is a really good chance that is, actually no, it wouldn't be the color of a beautiful lagoon, Teja. It is not the color of pee. What is wrong? It's more like this. There you go. That is doggy daycare. And then you bring that black light and, you bring that black light and you shine that in your doggy daycare area. Say, ma'am, thank you for taking my pet today. I really appreciate it. Would you mind if I just turn the lights off just for a minute? I just want to check something. And then you turn the black light on, and the next thing you know, your dog is no longer in doggy daycare because you embarrassed everybody. So let's avoid that altogether. I think that the best way to do this would be to have the lever come from the back. A human being is going to sit like this on the toilet, and then kind of like that. And this is the shape of our toilet bowl, because we learned it's called a bowl, not a tureen. The seat needs to go up and down. And as we stated, if it comes from below, that is fine, it'll work with the pneumatic pistons, but it might get dirty. It probably will, because ultimately this is potential, black light revealing pee stains. And you don't want the pee stains on the pistons. And the pistons would get disgusting, and we also don't want it coming from above, because it would literally be in the way of you, unless it comes all the way out to the side, which just requires more room. It could also get pretty dirty. So ultimately what we do need to do is we need to use more energy, unfortunately, to open it from the back. So somehow this needs to be on a pivot, and this would have to be on, this would have to be on some kind of a pulley system. There you go. Okay, so rather than a pneumatic piston, and this will be connected to a larger wheel or gear wheel that, because if the larger one is here and the smaller one is here, it moves faster. Basic kind of theory for changing gears in a bicycle, as opposed to a small one and a large one here. That would look kind of funny anyway. So it had to be a pretty small one, but that requires more energy. So we have to be more efficient in some areas of this mechanic, all these mechanics. That eliminates all the problems that we might have having it here and here. Also makes it cleaner. It's just gonna look more modern. Now, all the mechanics can be behind the wall. It can be part of the decoration of the room. So great. Okay, we made that decision. So on the layer above it, we're gonna create the lever. That lever will have to be essentially I use the word essentially a lot, don't I? Don't you also use the word essentially as much as I do? That would be silly. That is where the hinge needs to be to move the seat up and down. But now we have another problem. Because the hinge is here, or rather the lever, or rather the hinge that the toilet seat will be connected to via the tightened belt, like a fan belt in a car. The problem is that we have the tank in the way. Because if we're looking from the front, if this is the toilet and this is the seat, and there's the seat cover, if we have the lever over here, it doesn't matter if it's over here or over here. Actually, we could have both. That might actually put less strain on the hinge. But if we had the toilet bowl would need to be somehow accommodating that. Okay, well, we can do that. We can turn that layer off, and we're gonna have this toilet tank, we're gonna have this have a divot. So from the front, it would kind of come in like this. So you'd have like a little, something like it goes in here. So from the front, again, it kind of, one side is flat, straight, and then one side comes in, kind of like actually on a bicycle, right? Because you have, on a bicycle, usually on the right side, you have the 2 front gears, or 1 or 2, depending on 10 speed, 15 speed, 16, 18 speed. You have 2, one large and then one slightly smaller in the front. And on the back, you've got 5, 6, or 7 of the smaller, gradually smaller gears toward the outside. Now that's usually on the right side of the bicycle. Well, in order to make that work, the fork and the hub and all the accommodations of the frame need to be appropriate to the size of the gears in the front and the back, and also the weight distribution so that the right side of the bike isn't necessarily heavier than the left side of the bike. Not that it would be all that much, because it's very close to the center of the centrifugal force distribution. I don't even know what you call it. I'm just making stuff up, I think. I don't know. Maybe you could tell me what that's called. What is that called? What is it? Here we go. Okay. What is it called? The centrifugal force at the hub of a spinning wheel. Technically, this centrifugal force at the hub of the spinning wheel is 0. 0. Centrifugal force depends on the distance from the center rotation, since the hub is directly on the axis of rotation, right, okay, where distance is 0. There is no radius for force to act on. Oh, yeah. So we have centripetal force. Instead of pushing outward, the hub experiences an inward pulling force called centripetal force. This is the mechanical tension or structural strength of the axle and spokes pulling the rim and outer mass toward the center so they can travel in a circle. And then centrifugal force at the rim, centrifugal force increases the further you move outward from the hub, right? Because the outside of the wheel, and if you have a larger wheel and a smaller wheel, there is more centrifugal force. You move outward from the hub toward the tire or rim. At outer edges, that apparent outward force creates tension or tries to pull the wheel apart. So for example, a racing bicycle has larger wheels, or rather the circumference is larger, like 27-inch. And because the larger the wheel, the faster you can go ultimately without as much friction on the ground. And also, especially for bicycles, it helps you move forward more quickly, more fastly. More fastly. So why is this important? Well, maybe it's important because if it's wider, can we, I have a hybrid. The way a hybrid works, from what I understand, is when you're braking or when the engine is in, I guess, free flow, I don't know what you call it, but when the car is, let's say, slightly going downhill, it's not really using the gas-powered engine, usually not. And also it's using the fact that the wheels are moving, because the brakes are actually so close to the brake pads are so close to the discs, right? It takes that kinetic energy, converts it to electrical energy, not electrical energy, but it sends that energy to the battery and powers the battery. I'm wondering, or fills the battery up, or charges the battery. So I'm wondering, as the toilet is flushing, you know how it spins? What if we use the centrifugal force of the flushing to help recharge the electricity that's used to power the hydrogen engine? So in that case, even when the toilet is going, when the toilet seat is being lowered down by itself because of gravity, that helps send energy back to the battery power that is used to help facilitate the powering of the hydrogen engine. So everything that happens, including the flushing and the seat going down, contributes to the powering of electricity to the hydrogen engine. So this little hub here, let's go back to our hub here. This, because of the space in which the little indent, in fact, let's go back to this here, and let's ensure that this lever, this one here, has enough room to go up and down. So it is going to, it needs the pulley to go here and here, or something like that, or it can go like here and here. But it will be connected to a larger wheel. Let's go here. This little divot, I'm going to come down like that. There you go. And let's go back to our lever, and we're going to create a larger wheel here, and we're going to connect it here and connect it here. Great. All right. Well, at least we figured that part out. It's, taking a little longer than we thought, but that's fine because that is normal, completely normal. What we're trying to do here, just as a reminder, is we're not really solving a problem so much as we are looking at ways to make something work better, more efficiently, and a little bit of fun. See you next time.